Hey, bike, it's me, Ian. And here we are again with a new issue of Doctor Who magazine. Oh, yes, this is the August 2023 issue. And, well, before I go into the actual magazine, it was in this packaging. Here's the packaged Doctor Who magazine packaging, and there's a few interesting things inside. Free gifts. Firstly, there's this Doomsday comic. This is a character, I think, that's been invented, this assassin, and is available in comic form and in audio. It's all part of the Doctor Who universe, and well, it's really nice comic. And then this is really nice. These are posters in the magazine. Right, the first one is this is the Sixth Doctor, Revelation of the Daleks. Wow, look at that. Revelation of the Daleks. Great poster. Then we've got the Fifth Doctor here with the Caves of Androzani, which is considered one of his great stories. Look at that. The illustrations are amazing, aren't they? Look at that. And then, on the other side, we have got, well, two more illustrations. Right, the first one I'll show you, we have got Remembrance of the Daleks. There. You see that? What a great title Remembrance of the Daleks is. And then here we have got the TV movie with the Eighth Doctor. Look at that. So, those are really good, aren't they? I really like those. Excellent. So they were in this month's magazine. And, right, I better get on. Otherwise we'll be here till Christmas. Right. Okay, so we've got here now some of the news items which are of interest. We've got, which I think is really interesting, is, look at this. Who is returning? Yes, Bonnie Langford as Mel is going to be in. I don't know whether it's a particular story or a few stories, but she's going to be in with the 15th Doctor. Yes. So that's fascinating. And then here's another actor, a lad, 14 years old, who's going to be in the new series as well, with guest appearances. Always a lot of interesting guest appearances. Then here, Fraser Hines, who of course played Jamie, has done his own retelling of The Evil of the Daleks, a classic second Doctor story. Look at this. Yep, The Evil of the Daleks, Fraser Hines. Well, there we are. He's doing his retelling of the story. Great. So series, I just know if you're a vinyl collector, Series 5 on vinyl. Look at that. Matt Smith, of course, as the 11th Doctor. There he is. Yeah. And then what else have we got here? We have got there's a lot more news items. There's a letter page here with all letters responding to a lot of last month, what's been going on in the world of Doctor Who. Viewers sending some of their paintings and pictures, and then we've got now Russell T Davies always writes every month for the magazine, and this time he's reflecting on the anniversary, of course, which was in March, wasn't it? When it was when Rose first appeared. I think it was the 25th of March 2005, and he's talking about that and the Autons. I love the Autons, and yeah, I've actually got a review from Classic Series coming up on the Auton second Auton story from the Classic Series, and yeah, but yeah, Autons absolutely love. Then we've got the production diary again from script editor Scott Hancock. Yeah, it goes into all these things that you don't hear about on the internet. Yes, I know. I'm not getting paid for this. I should be, shouldn't I, publicising this magazine. Then we've got, what have we got here? We've got, oh yeah, this is linked with that comic I showed you, A Voice of Doom. And this is the actress, comedian, Zeus Kempner. And she plays this assassin. There's an interview with her, and they're publicising this. This is just a new extra part of the expanding universe. I suppose they're looking how it's going to develop in the future. It's more about talking about it. The comics is always a good area to expand in. We've got Moria. Then there's the people who are actually behind the story, talking to the writers, illustrators. Yes, quite a lot. This is getting quite a big push here. A lot on here. There's a comic there with Missy. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and we've got even more. Yeah, still here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's an interesting advert. This is looking at advertising some of the audio adventures of the fourth. It looks like all the Fourth Doctor. Oh no, not all the fourth Doctor. The making of. Then we've got the Nightmare Fair, which of course was a Sixth Doctor story. Then we've got The Waters of Mars, which was the 10th Doctor special, one of the specials. And then we've got Planet of the Ood, Keith Temple. They're also like with the new Target book kind of range of books with new stories. Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? Then we've got an interview here with Robert Sherman, who's got a lot of connections with Doctor Who, and he was responsible for writing the story Dalek in the Ninth Doctor's first series. Of course, he's only one, but yeah, and Daleks is a great episode. It's well thought of. There's more about him talking about his writing that he does, and just generally exciting comic strips and all that kind of thing. Interesting. Yeah, there's an advert for a London Film and Comic Con, 7th and 9th of July. Oh, man, that's not far away. I know it's guessy. You got Matt Smith. You got Sylvester McCoy. You've got, oh wow, people will be interested in this. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, yes. He's getting quite a cult following. Oh, Colin Baker, of course, is there. All sorts of different guests. Just look at that. It's quite big. I suspect online you're going to hear a lot about that. People who've actually gone there. Lots of guests. I would imagine the Chuck Norris thing is quite a big thing in cult circles. Anyhow, let's get back to this. Now, we've been having these polls, haven't we, over the last, well, quite a few months now. And we've got to the 7th Doctor, right? So, what has been voted the top story of the 7th Doctor? Now, it doesn't surprise me, and I can see why. The one that came second is always, I think that's, interesting. Anyhow, we've got here Remembrance of the Daleks at number 1. Then we've got The Curse of Fenric, which I think is such a great story. And the Remembrance of the Daleks is, I don't know quite which, because everybody remembers Ace with a baseball bat. Then we've got Survival. I think that's more popular because it was kind of the last one, the farewell. And of course, at the time, it was still unsure, but they put that bit of ending in, didn't they? They changed it so it left it up. And Ghostlight, which is always interesting as well. Then we've got The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, Battlefield. Now, let's look near the bottom. Now, I don't think this is that surprising. The bottom 3, for instance, we've got Time and the Rani. Then we've got Delta and the Bannerman. Then Paradise Towers. Now, Paradise Towers, I suspect, is one that might get a bit more love over time when people look at it. These bottom 2 don't surprise me. For me, on a personal level, Delta and the Bannerman, I really did like at first. I'm not a big Ken Dodd fan. I was scared of him as a child. And he's in this, but fortunately not very long. I can see there's a lot of weaknesses in that story, but it's okay. It's the same. Time and the Rani, I think, gets a bad press because of the controversy. Colin Baker not doing the transfer over because of the way he'd been sacked. And the story has elements in it that, as an opening story, it never seems quite the great story that you're looking for in an opening story of a new Doctor. But of course, I mean, look, we'd had the twin dilemma, if you remember, going back there. But I think then if you think of before that, the excellent Castrovalva, we'd been having weaker opening stories. Fortunately, I think Russell T Davies would change that with the Ninth Doctor. But anyhow, here we are. They're talking about here the Mark of the Rani, and as I say, the problems with it. But it's always interesting, and of course, here they talk about Remembrance of the Daleks, why I think it is so popular. And then, interestingly enough, yes, as if by cue, they obviously haven't done the 8th Doctor because you've only got a TV movie and the small regeneration episode. Well, it's not even an episode, a mini series episode, you could say, a mini episode. They did the regeneration, which was nice. But anyhow, me babbling on. We have got here the order of the 9th Doctor stories. And again, it doesn't quite surprise me. I may disagree on this. The one that has actually won, again, everybody talked about it, was The Empty Child and the Doctor Dancers. I think a lot of people like that, but this is just my personal viewpoint. I think Dalek is the episode of the 9th series. Something about it that I do rather enjoy. Rose, the opening, and we were just talking about opening episodes, and Rose is such a strong opening episode. And we got the Autons, and I love the Autons. Absolutely. Talk about the Autons all day. And they're here in rows. And it's a great tribute that he brought them back, going back to Spearhead from Space, and the terror of the Autons. Russell T Davies knew what he was doing, and it was a great opening episode. I rather like that in many ways. And then Father's Day I loved. I love Father's Day. I thought it was a great episode. People don't talk about that episode enough. But the episode underneath here, Bad Wolf, The Parting of the Ways, I can understand that one being popular because it was the climax with the Daleks and everything at the end. But this is just my opinion. I still think Daleks is a great episode. Now, the bottom is interesting. I think that always put me off the which I think is a weaker episode, unfortunately, even though the story is really good, is the Aliens of London and World War III. There's some great stuff in there, but those aliens, they really put me off. I don't like farting aliens. I didn't think it was that funny. If there's one down on all of the Ninth Doctor for me, it's those farting aliens. As much as I do love the Ninth Doctor, it just thing. And it surprised me. The Long Game should get more love than it does. I don't know. I think maybe people just a bit, they're not excited by it, but they don't think it's bad or terrible. But that's the one with Simon Pegg in. And I think if you watch that more, you get a better appreciation of it. But obviously not. People prefer the farting aliens. Yes. Anyhow, that's that. So let's have a look here. Yes, they're talking about the Simon Pegg story. The Long Game. There it is at the end there. And then, of course, the Doctor dances with... I mean, it's that iconic scene with the gas masks in that story. It is a good story. I'm not denying that at all. It's a very powerful story. Yeah, definitely. What else have we got here? Now. Oh, yeah, this is... Elizabeth Morton talking about her role as, she's the Doctor's wife. Look, there is Peter Davison. Yes. Fantastic. That's very... It's good. It's a good personal look, and I like that. And she has become more involved as well in Doctor Who, which is really nice as well. Then we've got here a visual effects designer, Peter Day. He passed away on the 13th of March, and here there's a tribute to him, which is great. Look at this. A tribute to his designs on Doctor Who. Fantastic. These people need the recognition. They had no special effects, CGI special effects. All had to be done in their way, and the designing and fantastic. And he's talking about his work as a designer. Fantastic. I think outside Doctor Who a bit as well. Then what have we got now? This is interesting. We've got here an artist called John Erasmus, and he is the storyboard artist. And the forthcoming, I'm whispering, I don't know why I'm whispering, but on the festive Doctor Who episode, which is coming up this year. Wow, yes. Here he is. But he's not giving any secrets away, which we'd all love to know. No, they're giving under very strict instructions not to leak that information yet. Oh, no. And then we've got here, yes, more about the Target books. Yes, these Target books, which... well, they're getting re-released. Not re-released. Some have been re-released, but some are now new stories. From the modern era, which haven't had Target releases. Those illustrations are always so iconic. Wow, so iconic. Right, there's more there. Alright. Yep. And what else have we got here? Then we've got this is interesting. This is is a bit warm in here. A bit warm. Aye. Right. Now we've got here this TV movie, TARDIS Console, and look at that. It's interesting. And other bits in particular years, props and that, but that's interesting. From 1996. Oh yeah, now here we've got they discovered some more photographs of the Master, Anthony Ainley, and the last ones we see him is the Master, because sadly he died. And his last story was survival, of course. Yeah, survival. Then we've got here. Oh yeah, sorry. This is interesting. CD-ROM game. Here we have. Do you remember CD-ROM? CD-ROM was a massive component in early computers. And Doctor Who had a lot of CD-ROM involved in that, which is fantastic. Yeah, great stuff. And then we've got here Daleks, Liberation of the Daleks, which of course is continuing the 14th Doctor story. Yes, 14th Doctor. Yeah, we're well up here, aren't we? Aye, by heck we are. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Wow. Yes. Oh yeah. And then, now, here we are. We're continuing with The Wheel in Space, episodes 4 to 6. Now, this, 4 to 6, we had the first, we had 1, 2, 3 in the last issue, and they looked at this story. This is where Zoe is introduced into Doctor Who, and this is the it's the second Doctor in his last season, his third and last season. The Wheel in Space. Wow. Unfortunately, some of the episodes are missing, as usual, but there are some there, which, there we are. It's a pity they weren't animated. But you never know, they still might get animated. Or even better, they're found this year. But the rumours are there are some episodes maybe that will be found. We don't know, obviously, the rumours. But there have recent weeks been that we may get some missing episodes. It's be a bit of a coincidence if it's for the 60th anniversary. But, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'd love that to get that. Anyway, this is more about the Wheel in Space. Second Doctor and Jamie there. Zoe was a great character as well. Then, now, what have we got here? Oh, yeah, there's more audio adventures. Fourth Doctor. Yeah. He still does, Tom Baker. He's still doing that. Voice hasn't changed at all. It's fantastic. Wonderful voice. Then we've got, what's this about? Oh, this is the unit stories on audio. Yep, the unit stories. Then we've got more about these Torchwood stories. Look at these Torchwood ones there. And, oh yeah, we've got Matthew Waterhouse, who played Adric. He's involved now in Doctor Who as well, quite a bit. Fascinating stuff. Then we've got a thing about Jamie's moments. I love that. Jamie, second Doctor story. Then we've got a seventh Doctor story about Davros in there. Oh yeah, it's all good stuff, isn't it? And then we got about next month's Doctor Who magazine is going to be about showrunners. Ooh. And look at that, Torchwood. Yep. Torchwood audio things. And for various reasons, an actor isn't involved. John Barrowman doesn't appear to be involved anymore. I don't know anyhow. We won't talk about that and get too controversial, as they say. But anyhow, that's it. That's my look through the August issue of Doctor Who magazine 2023. Yes, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new to this, then please subscribe, and we'll let you know when I produce all these videos on this and that. Movies, TV series, collecting, this and that. I do whatever I enjoy my passions are. And if you like it, please give it a like. It helps with algorithms and all that. It all costs no, it's free. There you are, I can't say better than that. And of course, the comments. If you've got any comments, please put some comments down and I'll answer them. Well, yeah, I'll try it now. So, that's it really. Right. All I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.